They're not researching anything by themselves. They're not reviewing actual scientific research. They're not doing actual scientific research.
I bet you've never seen a better scientific experiment than this.
Yeah. Hey guys, just wanted to make a video on Simon Dan, but you know, hate is less important than weight. So I waited a couple of days, and uh, we've got the atheist dominion rolled over, by the way, at this time. So we weren't just waiting and sitting and waiting, yeah. And here goes another guy who thinks he's so fucking smart and stuff like this. Who the guy who can actually read, you know. There goes the guy who can read. You know, he can read Wikipedias and stuff like this. He can Google, and that's the only way it goes right now and nowadays. All those conspiracy theories busters do. All they can actually do is they can Google. Uh, this is this is the only reason they are like doing their channels. They're not researching anything by themselves. They're not reviewing actual scientific research. They're not doing actual scientific research. They're not learning or studying anywhere. So they like it would be understandable why are they doing this, what they doing, because it's like up to their education and their competence in something, or maybe they are professionals in this. No, none of this. You know, what's the reason people opening their channels? And this is what we're gonna talk today about. So guys, here it is, Simon Man Dan. So it's supposed to be Scientific Man Dan. Hello. Hello, oh, and welcome to another Tinfoil Tuesday, where we're addressing a conspiracy that I cannot believe I haven't covered yet, the mud floods. Ooh. We'll taking a look at the YouTuber Barnabas Nagy, who seems to have found the ultimate proof of the mud flood. Let's take a look and see. So what he does is he like, you know, trying to troll the subject first, and then he like starts his Tinfoil Tuesdays. So very interesting. So he has even the graphics for this, and he has like somebody who's helping him out like this.
Well, I hope they do anyway. Let's find out. Computer, do these mud flooders have any decent forms of evidence?
I wouldn't hold your breath.
Ah, that doesn't sound very good, does it? Computer, what sort of conspiracy theory / evidence ratio are we talking here?
Given the amount of evidence that is available for a worldwide mud flood, they are on a par with flat earthers.
Degree of certainty?
97.86%.
Right, well, we better find the best possible video with the best possible proof, hadn't we? Computer, please upload the video with the most sensationalised title in terms of proof for a mud flood.
The file is ready.
On screen?
Yeah. So what he does, he actually probably Googled it by himself instead of making this joke as show that he did, you know, comparing mudflood to flat Earth and stuff like this. Already discrediting it from the start, because he was like trolling flat Earthers since day one. He was starting his channel, so probably all his subscriber mass is those who hate the flat Earth. Let's just try to find it out. Yeah, we have this guy, Simon Dan. Okay, so what we do, guys, is we actually go to statistics of his channel and try to find out where he got the hype from. And that's like last 6 months, and wherever is the earliest day we can do. The earliest day we can do is we can do it on June. Yeah, so this is where he got the hype. He got the hype exactly here. This is like August 2018. He got 3 million views in one day, in one short period of time. So probably that's where his channel growing. Yeah, look at this. This where his channel subscribers growing started, and all this, you know, stuff. So let's check it out. Yeah. Also, first impact of subscribers was over here at the same period of time. He got almost 31,000 subscribers in this short period, and the whole hype cost him like maybe 50,000 subscribers. Before that, he was getting only like 3 to 100 subscribers per month, and there we go. He has like 5,000 subs, 30,000 subs, 6,000 subs, 6,000 subs, 4,000 subs, and so on. He only, you know, matched this statistics one more time here, but let's just, you know, try to find out what the video was and see where he got his popularity from. So that should be the August of 2018. Okay, so all his videos, literally, if we start them from the very end, gravity is a thing. They still think gravity isn't real. Response to flat Earth, blah 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 blah. We're getting not that much, probably not that much views from the first starting period. But then he started to, you know, doing his thing. He was doing it day by day. I don't know, once a week, once a month, who knows, with some regularity at least. So that regularity was, you know, thankful to him with the response of those who really are skeptic by on the idea of flat Earth. So they came to his channel, subscribed to him, and probably were watching him. So here's the first video that got more than 1 million views, and we have it over here. So that's probably that video that we're looking at.
I bet you've never seen a better scientific experiment than this.
Yeah, probably this is it, because it's August 10. So he's like, what he was trying to do, he's trying to mock the flat Earth most useless experiment to date. So probably he was mocking this flat earther guy. Maybe he's not like very smart and stuff like this, or maybe he's old, or maybe he is, you know, his experiment really sucks. I don't want to really get into this, but this is where he was, you know, trying to show something to the crowd, and instead of, you know, trying to just
over the last 2-3 years,
and just to, you know, make some his own experiment, Simon then started to, you know, clickbait and call this video most useless experiment to date. So he was like, you know, going through all those experiments by himself to claim that video is the most useless. Or it's up to his point that he can read Wikipedia, maybe he can read NASA sites, or maybe he can read, you know, official press releases of NASA and claiming that stuff is different than this guy is showing. But this is not what that guy was showing. He was showing the experiment. So you're supposed to, if you're supposed to claim, if you're claiming him the most useless experiment today, you're supposed to make all those experiments by yourself to be claiming like this. But what you're actually doing is you're just mocking a person. And here we go, 15,000 comments about the same old thing. You know, just mocking that person, bashing him to the ground, and, you know, this guy is, you know, in a gratitude of those subscribers that came to him this day, he got himself, you know, popularity, right? So this is his methods. If we go to his channel back, we can see the same old thing. He's doing the same old thing, but he's not getting the same result anymore, because this fed up crowd is unpredictable. You know, they fed up with this crap all around the internet, because everybody's trying to debunk stuff, everybody's trying to make all those, you know, ridiculous, misleading theories. And so is Simon Dan. He's hyping on those stupid people that like to talk about this crap, and you know, he's hyping on it, but he's pulling to the flat earth to it, and he's pulling the mud flood. Why he's pulling the mudflood? Because, his point is that if he watches the best video that he got on the search, and that time that probably was the most evident, whatever he called it, undeniable proof, mudflood cleanup operation, that he would immediately get into the narrative and understand what he's talking about. I mean, what is Barnabas Nagy talking about? But Barnabas Nagy is in the narrative of all the previous information that was before, and he's not like very, he's young probably, and he's like doing what he's doing with this youth maximalism. So he's saying undeniable proof. Also not very good, because it's not an undeniable proof, because a bunch of people are out of narratives also, and they cannot just jump into your video and get this information for 14 minutes, and be totally sure that's undeniable proof. Okay. Another thing that I like to mention, but it's not the undeniable proof of a mud flood, it's undeniable proof of so-called mud flood cleanup operation, right? So it was a cleanup operation, but the Simon then is totally ignoring this stuff. He's like trying to just debunk the mud flood, just saying that it didn't happen, and so on and so forth, like basement windows and all this stuff. So he's not in the narrative. He doesn't even know that officials didn't even debunk it, so they can't, and they actually just ignoring the topic right now, because all those attempts that they were making are effortless. We got the first video in trending in YouTube in Russia like a couple of days ago, and it was gained like 1 million views in a day. So it was trending number 6. And so what are you trending on, Simon, then? On stupid, retarded flatter of haters that can't even do any experiment, and just hate the people for being smarter than them and doing their own experiments, own research, right? They're reading Wikipedias, watching TV, getting all this BS NASA information about the budget spent and all this stuff. And so, but where's any scientific proof of what are you talking about? There's none, because you never did any experiment by yourself, right? You might be a good man, because I've seen that you raising money for something, and we might even take a look at it a little bit later. But, dude, all your videos consist of the content which is, creating hate. Look at this. And you getting like 100+ K views on each and every one of them. But you also have 169K subscribers, so probably at least half of them watching your videos, right? And they're like, loyal to you, loyal to your channel, they're returning. But here you have the ordinary video about some ordinary thing, like 7 minutes of something, the pale blue dot about some painting or something, I don't know. And you get only 28K views. Why? Because you don't do anything about the hate. Your channel is about the hate, and they got used about it. I'd say you're probably a nice person raising money for some nice things, and I don't see you like advertising your Patreon and stuff. Although you have one, you have a Patreon, and probably people support you very good, like $2,000 per month. So it's like, I mean, it's okay to do it if you do it for some some reason. But what is your actual reasoning of you? What? Are you a scientific person? Are you in science? Do you have any degree? Are you working in NASA or space agency? What is your interest in this? Except in raising this $2,000. I mean, what is your personal, hobby? Just to disgrace people for being less, for your thinking that they're less smart than you are. Although all you can do is read Google and Wikipedia. Nothing by yourself. You go to the libraries, of course. Maybe you read some books, and maybe you have some education. Who knows? But what are you actually doing by yourself on your channel? Just maybe you walking around somewhere. Maybe you're going somewhere. No, you're just doing what you're doing. You just discrediting people for being, for their hobby, for their interest, for the freedom of research. And people join them, and people have views, of course, on their channels, and you're trying to find those people, and disgracing them for being for making such videos, which you're out of narrative. Man, you out of narrative. You don't even understand what he's talking about. Also, the Barnabas Nagy is not very a good explainer, of course, for you guys, that you out of narrative. And he's like jumping from topic to topic on these pictures. I'm not in this kind of points, but I also made videos when I describe some photographs and stuff like this. So what may look for you as an ordinary construction, for Barnabas is definitely the planning, at least planning of the future city, or in other words, any planning of the city is the destroying of the of the landscape that was before, right? And if we see on some pictures that the houses are right in the middle of that landscape, it doesn't mean that those houses were buried or not, but they may be excavated a day before, 3 days before, 10 days before this construction started. We also don't know. Most of the photographs were staged back then. So I made a video on that, on the staged pictures. They all staged, and so if they were picturing something, they were doing it on purpose. It was either the report to the owner of the construction or to the mayor or some, who knows. But we can analyze what is pictured on that, and we can see some evidence in the modern days. And this is what I'm trying to compare, the modern days and the old days, right? So I'm not just sticking to the old pictures. So your skepticism on old stuff is of course understandable, Simon Dan, but this is not about reading Wikipedia and comparing old pictures with the old descriptions and the official narrative. This guy is doing his thing in trying to speculate on some theories that he is promoting, and those theories sometimes may be supported by the officials, and sometimes they may be even not supported by the alternatives. Like some of the theories of Barnabas are probably not supported by the alternatives, like me or anybody else doing the same research. So this is what we are trying to do here. We're doing the research. We're doing the research, not just reviewing people's actions like you guys do.
I'm giving you one more chance. Show me something that is viable.
Look at that. I mean, do you still doubt that there was mud flood? What else do you need? What else evidence do you need? Here's a house, you can see that. And here's another house, it was just not dug out yet. These are all houses. These are all houses, they were just not yet dug out.
That's it, I'm done. Not yet dug out. Bloody hell.
So you don't even speculate on what he's trying to say. You might like afford yourself to speculate a couple of thoughts about it, not just I'm done, I'm going, I'm done. Is this what you do each and every time when you dump somebody? This is how you finish this last video.
What a load of old shit. Besides, I think we did enough to discredit our friend Chris from John Smith Globe Lie, didn't we? Another successful video done and dusted. Thank you all for watching very much. Thanks to all the subscribers as well. Please do like and subscribe if you haven't yet done so, and I'll see you all next week.
So all you care about is your channel and discrediting the people, because you're not even giving your own scientific research. And here we have, what do we else have? We have this new guy, the Creaky Blinder. He looks to be pretty professional. He has all these Photoshop skills, and he has all those stuff and episodes here, like all these fancy graphics that he prepared exactly to put this in place, So he's like a professional, is what I try to think, is what I figure. But he started his channel not that long ago. He's doing pretty much the same thing. He started with bashing flat earthers, then he gave to the ASMR pew 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 pranking stuff, but it doesn't work, and so he came back to flat earth, and here we go again. He's bashing Bashing Flat Earth Friday, Allegedly Dave, Nathan Thompson. So who is this guy actually? Who is he? Is he a scientist who educates us? Maybe he is a physics teacher or astronomy teacher. No, he doesn't look to be. He has all those tattoos and stuff. He has his ears, probably with something he was wearing before that. He has all those tunnels. He looks like a, you know, a drug abuse person, actually, to me. Or maybe some, you know, gang member. Or wannabe gang member, like wannabe gangster person. He's like smashing pseudoscience, man. You're too old to be smashing shit, man. You can't even cock the hammer, man. So he also has Patreon. He's got like 45 patrons for $250 per month. So very good patronship for such a young channel. So that also proves he's kind of professional, because all he does, he's like, you know, he's like advertising his subscribe, and he's advertising his Patreon, Creaky Blinder Patreon. He's like trying to debunk Barnabas at the same time advertising his Patreon. Look, it's very interesting, you know, very interesting. What are you know, why do you want to support a person who's bashing flat earthers, mud flooders and stuff like this? He's not doing any research, so you're probably a hater. That actually proves that he's not have, like, you know, he doesn't have any research videos by himself. All he does is, like, you know, reacting to somebody else. Afternoon Moon, why can't we see it? And he's probably reading Google. Troll the Flat Earth, Creaky Blinder, 2 hours of useless time 1 month ago. Who is he bashing? He's bashing D Marble. He's bashing Nathan Thomas. He's bashing everybody. He's probably bashing everybody. Look, Flat Earth Friday, ODD. He's bashing ODD. He's hyping on the topics each and every time, gaining those views, gaining those likes by those globe tarts, as he'd like to say. He doesn't want to go personal. Look.
And to not personally attack anybody I'm covering. I attack the idea rather than the person.
Yeah.
And today's video will be no different. Now, thanks to Simon Dan, I have...
What the hell Simon Dan supposed to do with this video? He showed you the guy. You're supposed to put Barnabas Nagy channel review, right? But he's promoting himself with the title of Thanks Simon Dan, so he's like grabbing all the Simon Dan attention and promoting himself, his video, into the top on the Simon Dan keyword search, right? So he's hyping on Simon Dan's video and trying to get into the recommended after his research on Barnabas video. So he's like, you know, trying to hype. That's the only reason he's doing it.
recently become aware...
He's probably some video production person. He knows about the glasses. Look at the glasses. He has the same type of glasses I have, with the protection from the ultraviolet, so he probably spends a lot of time in the production.
...of a guy called Barnabas Nagy. I hope I'm saying his name correctly, although I don't actually care.
Hey, you don't go personal, right? Yeah, you don't go personal. And to the end of this video, he's revealing himself.
Why am I not surprised? Sorry, Barnabas Nagy, but there is no flat earth. There is most definitely no dome.
Yeah, you're not going personal. You ratify the idea. Then you find out the guy supports flat earth. You trying to mock him down, right? This is what you do on your channel. This is your only research, is to Google people and, you know, Google what is trendy and, you know, do research on his, you know, do a review on his channel, so-called review, because all of your review leads to is it leads to hate and spreading hatred. I wonder why YouTube is promoting such channel that trying to, you know, spread the hatred. They're saying they're not going personal, but they actually doing this. They are like trying to get some stuff out of the context and try to mock it down by reading Wikipedias and saying some obvious official, you know, official explanations. Although some of those explanations are just theories and they are not even proven yet, he is trying to put them as the official, true information. This is the only problem about you guys. And I'm also not going personal. I'm just reviewing your channel. That I respect that you're kind of professional, but I don't respect what you do. You're supposed to be doing something else, man. You know that. You can't just always hype. Your life is too short. You're so old, and you're hyping on somebody else. Do something for yourself. You know. You took those earrings out of your ears. It's okay. So you should take it out of your nose, and you be just, you know, just an ordinary person. Now, all these fancy tattoos that you have ain't nothing because you're too old, man. You are too old to be a hero of the modern hater generation. You know, Simon Dan is more perfect for that. You know, he looks like, you know, have all those face palms and stuff like this. Like he's like, I don't understand what's going on in this flat earth community. Why are they so flat earth tards? You know, and this is attracts the viewers. But although I'm saying that Simon Dan is pretty much okay. Anyways, let's go to his community post, and you know why? Because he's getting all those stuff like he ran the marathon and said, well, I did it. My legs are hurting this morning, but I feel good on this whole, and it was an amazing experience. Thank you everybody who donated. I really appreciate it. You're all fantastic, and together we raised almost 1/3 of the entire Action Druzhinin fundraising kitty for the London Marathon. I couldn't be prouder to call you all my subscribers. So let's go to the link and see what is going on. Searching for a cure. Action Druzhinin improves lives. London Marathon 2019 for Action Druzhinin. I'm raising money for Action Druzhinin because there is currently no cure and we need one. So he's like trying to support. There's over 2,500 people with Duchenne muscular dystrophy in UK alone, and currently there is no cure. It is the most severe muscular dystrophy with muscular weakness appearing as young as 2 years old. I'm lucky enough to know a wonderful family that deals with this every day. This is for them. So he's raising money for this family with this, you know, problems. So I hope this is not the only thing that he does, you know, and I really support it. Like if he's helping somebody. So I mean, he's a good man. So just don't go and troll him. But what he's doing actually is not a research. I wonder if they hired him for this, you know. I don't know him personally, but if he really wants to figure out Mudflood, he should, you know, do his own research, not, you know, just back whatever the officials and Wikipedia says about basements and stuff like this. So we're not talking about basements. In fact, I differ basements, and I have a video about what are the signs of mudflood we should look at. It's not just ordinary building with the basement windows, you know. Simon Dan, you're out of narrative, buddy, but you're a good person, not this like this Creaky Blinder, which is, you know, just worrying about his subscribers. Okay, so I hope you liked my review, and I'll be back with you smashing one more time. The guy that wanted to be smashed, obviously, he made another video, and it's called Why Mudflood and Tartaria Are Rubbish, and he gave me this comment like, you really need to watch this and stuff like this. So it may be giving you the idea of what I'm talking about, right? So like, you know, okay, I'll do that. I'll do a review on you, the atheist Dominion guy, and that's pretty good with Simon Dan and Creaky Blinder. By the way, we have more on each and every channel. You can find the list of those hating channels, like Fight the Flat Earth, Conspiracy Cats, Baldy Cats, Godless Engineer, Simon Dan, Team Skeptic, Planner Walk, and more. Bob the Science Guy. So we can roll over on each and every one of them if they want this, if they really want this, if they come with the response on my research. I'll sure roll over each and every motherfucker that's sticking his head up. So just, you know, don't be ridiculous. Each and everybody that came to offend the mud flood theory in Russia was smashed to the ground and flushed down the toilet. Your shit that you're doing on your channel is your shit until you flush it out of your toilet, man. So just, you know, play with your shit while it's in your toilet. Don't go outside, man. So see you later. Bye.